Welcome to Smart Remarks, where we're going to talk about the iPhone, but how about iJobs? So last time up we talked about jobs, and it remains the topic du jour with President Obama unveiling a $300 billion jobs program. The Republican presidential candidates are also talking about jobs, and everybody thinks that if we just do this or we just do that, then our unemployment problem can be solved, the rate can come down, happy times will be here again. Right, look, here's the reality. Our jobs problem is not going to be solved anytime soon. We are in for an extended period of high unemployment, and I'm here to tell you why. See this? This is an iPhone. I don't have one. I'd love to have one. It's a cool little gadget. A lot of people do have them. Analysts estimate Apple could sell as many as 83 million iPhones this year. But here's the problem with the iPhone. As cool as it generates virtually no jobs in the United States. Virtually every piece of it is produced offshore. Then it's all shipped to China, where it's manufactured, put together, and then it's sent back here. And due in part to the low cost of labor, Apple's profit margin on the iPhone is an eye-popping 64%. Now, there are companies that would kill for a 64% profit margin, but a couple economists with the Asian Development Bank Institute in Tokyo have estimated that even if Apple were to move its production onshore to the United States, it could still have a profit margin of 50%. Now, sure, Apple faces competition from other smartphone makers, but The Economist wrote that if the competition was all that intense, Apple's profit margin on the iPhone will be a lot closer to zero. It isn't, and so what this is called the profit maximization behavior, which is to say that sure, Apple could make a boatload of money by manufacturing the iPhone here in America, but it can make 2 boatloads of money by manufacturing it there. That's what the shareholders want, so that's what's going to happen. And so go ahead and multiply this behavior. Where outsourcing can happen, it will happen. Where automation can drive down the cost of labor, it will. Both of these strategies increases profits, but at a cost, and that cost is American jobs. And frankly, that's the way our system works. Capitalism knows no patriotism. America, a bunch of consumers, a market, but nothing more. But for those of us who do care about America and its workers, how do you get past this? How do you convince companies to accept a lower profit and employ Americans? And the answer is, you don't. And that means the broad American public that once could count on a middle-class income, even if they didn't have a higher degree, now is never going to be as employable as it once was. They are never going to be as prosperous as they once were. So what are we going to do? We're going to cut taxes, sure. If we can push the burden of taxation entirely onto the shoulder of the individual, maybe we can lure companies like Apple here, or maybe we can cut regulation. Maybe people are going to have to live with dirtier air and dirtier water, because that's what brings jobs to China, right? And people are obviously going to have to accept lower wages, even as we're cutting their entitlements, because the bottom line when it comes to your global economy is the bottom line. Profits matter. People, not so much.